why do you think, going back to my earlier comment about disrespect, why do you think people disrespected us and what we can achieve? Like, why?
So
I know you could say general things. Oh, we're doing things that they want to do.
I mean, why people didn't believe in us,
Yeah.
or why did people disrespect us and not want to come on the show?
No. Why did people didn't want to believe in us? Not that stood up. We know why we got stood up. But.
I think when people didn't want to believe in us, I think it's just a lot of times it's self-projection. Like, they're like, how could they do this? I can't do this, So they just project on us. And everyone knows you for who you are, who you present yourself to be. So if I just meet you and you're a lawyer, that's it. You're a lawyer. You can't do anything else. And, who is he to, okay, you're a lawyer and you're a successful podcaster and you're this. Like, a lot of people, especially when they know you and they're too close to you, because of their own self-doubts and fears, they kind of project that on you.
Yeah, I think it's always harder to convince the people closest to you.
Yeah.
It's always hard. It's always super easy to convince the people that you don't know.
Yeah.
Right? But the people closest to you sometimes give you the most amount of pushback. And you're like, hold on, this is supposed to be blind following, you feel me? Like, and then it gets kind of weird. Like when you do actually make it.
Wait, before we say that, I want to say shout out to, there are people that do believe in us.
Yeah,
believe in us. Shout out to my sister Michelle, because she's like, yo, you be lying on there. So, shout out to her. Yes. She believes in us from day one.
No.
So,
I have people that believe in us. Most of my family believes in me. They all follow the podcast. My brother, shout out to him. He's a big supporter.
Yeah, he's a big supporter.
My girl, right? Like she's a big supporter, right? So there's people, obviously, that support us. Yeah. And we're doing it to prove them right and to prove us right.
Exactly.
We're not saying we're out here on a vengeance tour, but it goes without saying that whatever you do, do not follow. Do not listen to whatever the naysayers need to say. Whoever doubts them, that's on them. Let them be in the little corner fighting with themselves, and them being in the same spot they're gonna be in that they were in yesterday, not getting 1% better, not moving forward because they're too focusing on you rather than focusing on themselves, right? Yeah. And I have no hate in my heart. If somebody wants to start a venture, go ahead and start it. Now, if you're asking me for my honest opinion, whether I think the venture will work out for you, then I'll give you my honest opinion based upon what I've seen and what I know about the person. Yeah. Right? I don't want to give anybody false hope or false advice thinking that you can achieve anything that you want, right? Yeah. If you want to achieve something, then you need to put in the necessary work. If you're capable of putting that necessary work, then you can actually achieve whatever you put your mind to. Yeah. But if you've never been built as that person, you're never going to achieve things because you're just lying to yourself. Yeah. Right? Yep. So don't lie to yourself. Right? Yeah. Don't lie to yourself. Why is it that you want? Yeah. Move with intention and purpose. That's what I've been saying all season long.
And you know what I was going to say too? It's a thin line between love and hate. So it's not that we got haters or people that doubted us, but I guess they needed to see that consistency. Because you could tell, like we said it before, people be watching. They don't hit that like button. But people be watching like, yo, that was dope what y'all did.
When I was in New York, people was asking about my podcast, and I counted, you don't follow, you don't subscribe, you don't follow. And the people around me are just like, don't give them no mind. I was like, I want to call them out, though. Yeah. I want to go, how you watching?
You know what's the weird part? When you see a follow come in, and it's like, I thought you been followed me. Like,
I was like, now? 165 videos later? Like, what's up? You should have been day one. But it is one of those things that, you know what? We're going to get them around. We're going to get, like I said before, nobody owes us anything. Yeah. We're going to get you. We're going to convince you. Exactly. Either you're going to be so sick because you're like, damn, like I can't deny it no more. Yeah. It's like what Jalen Brunson's going through right now. Yeah. It's like, how many 40-point games does the guy need to put up before somebody calls him a superstar? Like, they're still debating that. Yeah. It's crazy. My man's one of like 5 players to score 5 straight 40-point games.
It's because he doesn't have that typical superstar look. He's not jumping out the gym. He's not super fast. And
I'm sure all those people who are talking ish about him, they will get destroyed by him.
Oh, of course.
They will get destroyed. There's guys who I talk to who used to play ball like mad long ago. Yeah. My man was going to shred you to pieces. He's shredding the best defenders in the league right now. Yeah. Your old raggedy ass, you don't think he can handle you? Like, come on, dog. But yeah, when you don't look like it, and going back to it, like, like, you know, you're in corporate, I'm in corporate.
Yeah.
What do you guys do in podcasting? That's the first thing that anybody's going to think. What do you guys do in podcasting? What do
Yeah.
you guys have anything to say? We actually have a lot to say.
Yeah.
We've been through some stuff.
Exactly.
We've been through life. You know, Mike's already told you what he's been through in the beginning of the season. I'm going to tell you what I've been through in the beginning of next season.
So
right?
stay tuned
life,
for that.
Like, stay tuned a lot. But there are things that happen in your life. And through that, we don't give advice that we've never taken.
Yeah.
Right? We don't give advice that we have never taken. And when people say, oh, it's so easy for you to say that. Yeah, because I've been through it.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why when it comes to this podcasting stuff, this journey, me and Mike are going through it right now. We're building our callus.
Yeah.
So at the end of this, 5 years from now, when we're able to give advice to new podcasters or to new creatives or new creators, we can say we've been through it. We know exactly what you're going through, the rejections, the scheduling, that you have to do the hours you have to put in, the late nights.
The outside factors that is life, you know, when you can't quit and do this full time, and there's family things that come involved. There's death in a family. There's, you know, maybe a relationship. There's so many things that could happen. Right. That you're like, damn, I'm doing this for free with my own money.
Nobody's paid me to do this.
Exactly.
And that, we're coming here, and on top of that, when we enter into the studio, in a lot of ways, this is like our sanctuary.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on outside can't come inside here and taint this.
Yeah.
This is our stuff.
Exactly.
I could be arguing with my girl, with my family, whatever it may be. I may be in the worst moods, and you may have caught me in my bad moods outside, but not here.
Yeah.
Nobody would know that.
Exactly.
Everybody would think I have a great day. Everybody would think like everything's going gravy and Gucci. But things happen. Life happens, bro. Like all the time. And to consistently show up here and out of the passion that we have for this and the belief that we have in ourselves, to me, that's all I need to keep going for the next day, bro.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, as my partner, if you believe in it, that's it.
Yeah.
Like you said in a previous episode, if we stop believing in it, that's it. It's done.
Yeah,
LFO
exactly.
is no more.